is your body count?
20.
What is the chance that I could be the next person?
I have a boyfriend.
2 seconds later.
Where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Oh my god! Family's from Atlanta. Leave Monday.
Monday? Okay, we leave Tuesday. Y'all can come through.
Okay.
They had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie. They had us. We weren't defeated, but they had us.
If this is your girl, make sure that changes. Don't let anyone disrespect you like that. Walk away.
Feminism is just women want freedom without responsibility. Like even with the right to vote, are we equally drafted for combat situations? No, that's why we couldn't vote.
I agree.
So like that's what feminism constantly does, is it wants more freedom but less responsibility. And so it's saying like, give us the freedom but not the responsibility that comes with it. What I think of like that you have to talk to women like children. If I say on a show, I say, you know, women like men with money. The men don't go around and say, well, it's not all women like men with money, or like guys don't do that. But if I say, hey, men prefer thin women, there's always someone that's like, well, but not all men like thin women. And it's almost like talking, like pulling teeth sometimes, or even like trying to have a discussion about like the abortion debate, right? Someone always brings up grape. Always, even though it's less than 1% of abortions. And so it's like, it's really hard to have conversations with women without them bringing up the exception to the rule.
Not only do exceptions not disprove the rule, but without the rule there cannot be any exceptions. General statements are not absolute truths, but they help you understanding the issue in a greater detail and therefore allow you to form better opinions.
If you ask her out on a date, who's paying for it?
Me.
If you ask him out on a date, who's paying?
Him.
Why do you think that is?
Like I would pay maybe. Like if he asked me to.
Are you ever gonna ask her to pay for a date?
No.
Why not?
I mean, I'd like to treat her, you know? It's just a nice thing to do, I feel like.
So if you're bringing everything monetary to the relationship, what is she bringing?
Oh. Yeah, no, I think this is a question for him.
I would say personality, company, just like enjoying the experience.
Good sex.
The above.
Well,
Bad too.
I don't know. That's, yeah.
Okay. Solid.
Is there a wage gap in the adult industry?
Yeah, I think men are like significantly underpaid, and I think they work some men really hard.
I think there's a lot more women than men doing porn. Porn needs more men. I hope there's more male talent that gets involved in industry.
Why do you rarely hear complaints about female porn stars making more money than male stars?
That's a really good question. I don't know.
To me, all that's doing is like flattening income amongst people, right? Like income inequality is a bad thing.
I think that this is one of the only industries where a woman will most times make more money than a man. And while I totally think that every man should be paid what they deserve, I also am so happy that women are finally put in a position where they can earn more than the man. Even though I think the men should earn more, I'm really happy that women have an industry where they dominate, because there's not a lot of industries where women dominate, so.
At this point, is there really anyone left who still takes the issue of the wage gap seriously? Using the wage gap argument didn't work back when it was Crowder and Shapiro disproving it, and it still doesn't work now. I want to remind you of the New York Times article about Google finding that it was underpaying its male employees.
If you were making $100K a year, how much would you want your man to make?
I don't care. I mean, I don't care about the money, this is true.
So if your man was unemployed, but he had a good personality,
right,
you'd be fine?
Yes. I would love and I would prefer to have someone who has a job. That doesn't mean he have to be rich or you have to be like the employee to the job. That just means he have to have a job.
All right, so you're making $100K and he's bringing in 35. You'd give him a shot?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Sure. Yes.
In general, this ideology that is so very harmful to our society in both genders is only really common in the West. In the end, don't date because of nationality, but find yourself someone who shares your values and make your ancestors proud.